Hi friends, welcome to Solidworks with Dow. Today we'll be designing a cabinet 1. Okay, note all dimensions are in inches. Cabinet material is 3/4 inch birch. Drawer box material is 1/2 inch maple. Drawer box bottom is 1/8 of an inch hardboard. And the drawer slides are shown here only. Okay, so starting at the front view, the overall height of the cabinet is 23 inches. The overall width is 18 inches and the overall depth is 16 inches. Okay? So looking at the front view, the drawer fronts, okay, are 16 1/4 inches wide by 8 3/16 of an inch high. Okay? There's a gap of 1/8 of an inch on both sides. Okay, from the edge of the drawer front to the inside edge of the left and right side. Okay, 1/8 of an inch right here and here. Also, there's 1/8 of an inch gap between the top and bottom edges of the drawer front. Okay. The drawer knob, made out of steel, is positioned right in the center, horizontally and vertically, of the drawer front. Okay. Now going to the top view, the width of the drawer box is shown at 15 1/2 inches, okay? And the 1/2 inch on both sides, left and right, is to show the spacing for the slides to fit in between, okay? The box and the side of the cabinet. Now moving to the right side view, okay? Right panel removed and right panels of drawer box removed, okay? We're looking at the drawer box. It's 5 inches high by 13 1/4 inches deep. Okay. We already mentioned that it was 15 1/2 inches wide in the top view. Okay. In the top view, the top panel is removed for clarity here. Okay. And the drawer box material is 1/2 inch as indicated here. Okay. And also looking at the right side view, the top panel is 13 3/4 inches deep, okay, by 16 1/2 inches wide. That's the same for the bottom panel. Okay, there's an intermediate rail here, or a middle panel, that's 4 inches wide only, okay, by 16 1/2 inches long. All right. There's a radius of 3 1/4 inches for the 4 corners of the sides, left and right. Okay, as shown in the trimetric view here. Okay. And the spacing between the panels of the cabinet, okay, is 7 1/8 of an inch. Okay. Right here and here. And also, looking at the right view, the drawer front is sitting to the right, or inset from the edge of the sides by 3/4 of an inch in, okay? As indicated here. All right. The drawer bottom is shown here, okay? It's 1/4 of an inch up, okay, from the bottom of the shelf. Okay, and the thickness is 1/8 of an inch. Okay, so let's get started and design cabinet 1. File, new, part, okay. Save drawing as cabinet 1. Apply scene. I'm going to draw plain white. Systems option. Document properties tab. Units, we're drawing in inches. 3 decimal places for dimensioning. Okay. Tools. Sketch settings. I have automatic relations turned on. Okay, we're going to start with the front plane. Sketch. Zoom out a rectangle, smart dimension, 23 inches, 18 inches. Okay, cancel smart dimension. I'm going to find the midpoint of this bottom line. Select it, hold shift, select the origin, make coincident relations. Okay. So now I'm going to do some offsetting. Offset, add dimensions, 0.75, 3/4 of an inch. That's the thickness of the cabinet material. Go inside, hit enter, repeat the command. Inside, offsetting inside. Okay. Offset 3.253, 3/4 of an inch. Top line down. Likewise, hit enter to repeat the command. Bottom line in, up. Okay. Offset 0.75, 3/4 of an inch. Add dimensions. Down. Enter. Repeat the command. 3/4 of an inch up. Okay. I'm going to do some trimming here. Trim these two lines. These two lines. We don't need those. These two. Okay. Draw a center line. The middle. Okay, I'm going to select this side. Okay. Bring this down a bit. Offset again. Add dimensions. Half of divided by 2 is 0.375, 3/8 of an inch, bi-directional. Okay, the center line. All right, so 3/8 and 3/8, and that gives us 3/4 for the middle panel. Okay, so I'm going to do some extruding now. Features, extruded boss, base, 16-inch, the depth of the side. Okay, arrows going this way, I want it to go the other way. Okay, to go to the back, facing the back, towards the back. Okay, so selected contour, I want the left side and the right side. Okay, 2 bodies to start with. Okay, 2 bodies. Again, arrow, drop down, sketch 1, select it, extruded boss base, unselect merge result. Okay, and I'm going to select this panel and top panel, bottom panel, reverse the direction 1, I want it to go to the back again, and also I want to offset this panel, so offset 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches in, so reverse the offset, okay, and the depth of this top panel and bottom panel is 13.75, 13 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so looking at it from the top view, okay, so we got 1.5 inch offset from the front face, and then from the back, it's 3/4 of an inch. It should be 3/4. Okay. Okay, so 1.5 inch, 13 3/4. Okay. Okay. Again, the same sketch, sketch 1, extruded boss base, unselect merge result, distance for the intermediate rail or the middle panel is, I'm going to select in the center of it, highlight it, direction is incorrect, it should be going in, and also sketch not offset from sketch plane, offset. Again, 1.5 in. It's going out, reverse the arrow, in, okay, 4 inches, okay. So we got 5 separate bodies. Continuing in sketch 1, select it again, extruded boss base, unselect merge result, the thickness of the back panel is 3/4 of an inch, okay, and the selected contour, I'm going to select, okay, this one, this one, this one, this one, select, except the edge, the side edges, okay? So we're not selecting the left or the right. It's like just that, all that. The arrow's going that way, okay, that's fine. But we want from sketch plane? No. We want it from surface. I'm gonna rotate this around, okay? Rotate it, and I'm gonna select this surface. Now I'm gonna look at it from the top view. So from that surface, it's going inwards 3/4 of an inch, and that's our back panel, okay? Okay, 6 separate bodies, looking at it from the top view. Okay. Trimetric view. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to add the drawer faces, okay? So I'm going to select this face right here, sketch on it. Okay, so I'm going to select sketch a rectangle, this top line down to this bottom line here. Smart dimension, here to here, inside of the left side of the cabinet, okay, is 0.125. Okay, likewise, this side, right side, 0.125, 1/8 of an inch. Okay. I'm gonna draw a center line, okay, in the middle here, across, offset, add dimensions. This time I want bi-direction, so I'm gonna click bi-directional. 1/16 of an inch, 0.0625. Okay. All right. So a 16th and a 16th added together gives us an 1/8 spacing. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna do trim. Keep trim entities construction geometry as construction geometry. I'm gonna trim this, trim that. Okay, zoom in on the right side, trim this, trim that. Okay. Smart dimension again. All right. Okay, just add another dimension just to make sure everything is the same and it's going to the drawing, just to verify. Okay. Okay. All right. Everything looks right. Okay, so cancel smart dimension features, extruded plus base. Okay, so it's extruding outwards. Okay, not into the cabinet panels. This is the drawer fronts, so it's extruding. It should be going to the left or outwards, and it is. Unselect merge result. The thickness for the front is 3/4 of an inch. Okay. From sketch plane, direction is blind, 3/4 of an inch. Okay. So we got 6 plus 2, that's 8 panels. Okay, so looking at it from the front view. Okay. Now I'm going to add some fillets. Okay, fillet features, fillet, 3/4 of it. I'm going to select fillet type, constant size fillet, okay, symmetric. The radius is 0.325, okay. And select this top left corner, bottom corner, okay. Hit enter, repeat the command. This one, okay. Okay, so now we're going to draw the drawer boxes, the inside drawer boxes, okay. So I'm going to make things easy, I'm going to turn off a couple panels, hide it. I'm going to hide this one, the right side, hide the back side of the cabinet, okay, so we can see inside clearly. I'm going to sketch on this inside face of the bottom front drawer face, okay. Sketch. All right. So I'm sketching inside face, okay? All right. Sketch a rectangle, corner rectangle, smart dimension, bottom edge of the drawer. Oops. Okay, I'm going to cancel that, delete that, grab that line, 1/4 of an inch spacing. Okay, the drawer height is 5 inches. Okay, the spacing between the sides of the drawer box and the inside of the cabinet sides is 1/2 inch to accommodate for the drawer slides, 0.5, 1/2 inch. Okay, from this line to this line, okay? Because we turned off one of the sides, we don't have access to click it, so I'm clicking this edge. 0.5, 1/2 inch. Okay, just to verify. Okay. Okay, 15.5 inches. Okay, so I'm gonna cancel start dimension. I'm gonna offset distance 1/2 inch. That's the thickness of the drawer box material, maple. Add dimension. I don't want bi-directional, so I just want this one inside. Okay, enter to repeat the command. Inside. Okay, so I'm going to do some extruding again. Features, extruded boss base. Okay, so unselect merge result, we want it as bodies, separate panels. Okay, the distance is 12.25. Okay. And offset is 0.5, 1/2 inch. Okay. Selected contour, I want the right side and the left side of the box. Okay, I'm going to show you in the right side view, it's better. So I offset it in 1/2 inch to accommodate for the front of the box, okay? And then it's 12.25, okay? That gives us 12.75, and then another 1/2 inch for the back of the box, and that gives us 13.25 according to the drawing. Okay, so that's why those dimensions are there, 12.25 and then offset 1/2 inch. Okay, I'm gonna go okay now. Okay, so we have our left and our right side of the drawer box. Now going back to the same sketch 3, select it, drop down arrow, sketch 3, extruded boss base, unselect merge result. The distance is 1/2 inch for the thickness of the drawer box, blind. Okay, this is the front, so I'm gonna go and select, I'm gonna try to select, okay, that top edge here, or line, it's highlighted in pink or orange, and it's giving me that, okay, that contour, and it's coming in right side view. So that's the 1/2 inch we offset it earlier. Now we're extruding that 1/2 inch from the sketch plane to give us our front face of the drawer box, okay? Or the front of the drawer box, front panel, okay. All right, so we have 11 panels. Again, sketch 3, extruded boss base, unselect material, 1/2 inch is correct. Blind, okay? Not from the sketch plane, from the surface this time. Surface, this surface, the back of the panel, side panel, okay? Contour, again, that contour. Looking at it from the right side view to make sure the orientation is correct, okay? So extruding out from that surface highlighted in green to give us the back panel of the drawer box. Unselect merge result, good. All right, 12 panels. Okay, so we got our drawer box in. Now we gotta have our drawer bottom, okay? So now I'm gonna select this inside face to sketch on of the drawer box, okay? Not the drawer front, the drawer box, okay? Sketch, okay? I'm gonna go to display style, hidden lines visible, make it easy to see. Select corner rectangle, I'm gonna draw that bottom in, smart dimension, okay? From this edge right here of the panel, the drawer box panel, okay, at the bottom. Spacing is 0.25 again, 1/4 inch. Okay, the thickness of the hardboard, or the bottom, is 0.125 of the drawer box, 1/8 of an inch. All right, now this distance from here to here, 1/4 inch. Okay, we're gonna cut into the sides 1/4 inch. Likewise, this side too, 1/4 inch. Okay. Cancel smart dimension feature, extruded cut. Okay. Again, I'm going to show you in the right side view to make things easier. Okay, so I want it to be blind direction. Okay, the distance is 12.750, 12 3/4 inch. Okay, reverse the direction. So you see it's cutting too far, okay? Because this should be to the left a bit. So we're gonna go front, offset, 1/4 inch. Okay, it's offsetting to the right, we want it to the left, into the front panel of the drawer box, okay? We're cutting 1/4 inch into the front and into the back panel, and to the left and the right side. Okay, so we have it here. Okay, so the drawer bottom will be sitting inside at the bottom, okay? 1/4 inch all around of this left side, right side, front side, and back side of the drawer box. Okay, so everything looks correct here. Okay, I'm gonna go there to show you. Cut. Okay. So now, again, from the sketch 3, now we're going to just use the sketch that, okay? We're going to use that, actually, sorry. We're going to go to cut extrude, okay, drop down, use sketch 4, I meant, okay? And then now, with that cutout, now we're going to fill in that space with the bottom panel. Okay, so extruded boss base, merge result, no. Yes, that's correct. 12.75, 12 3/4. Just want to go to the right plane again. And again, notice that we're short here. So we want to offset 1/4 inch again. Okay, it's going inside to the right, we want it to reverse. Now it's filling that gap, that space. Okay, and the right side, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna extrude boss base that. Okay, I'm gonna turn on display style, shaded with edges. Okay, I'm gonna hide this. Okay, just to show you that it's sitting in. Okay. Then I'm gonna hide the bottom panel. All right. So that's what we just did. We cut into the sides, the back, and the front of the drawer box. All right. And I'm gonna undo that to show that again. Undo that. Show the back. Okay. Trimetric view. All right. So now what there's left to do is to, all right, I'm going to draw in the knob, the drawer knob. So I'm going to the front plane, actually the right plane, sketch. Okay. I'm going to zoom in here. Sketch a center line, the center of the front face of the drawer box. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that's the drawer front. Select line. Draw some lines here. Okay, apply some dimension. Smart dimension, this line to the center line, 1/4 of an inch. Okay, this horizontal line, okay, 5/8, 0.625. Okay. This line, 0.375, 3/8 of an inch. Okay, this line, 0.625, 5/8 of an inch. Okay, so distance between the center line and this line is 0.094. These are all, this is the radius, okay? Okay, and then this line, I'm just gonna, not that it matters much, I'm just gonna select this one and make it collinear relation. Okay, so it's defined. I'm gonna add some fillet there, sketch fillet. Okay, the radius is 0.03125, 1/32 of an inch. Okay, so I'm gonna select this one, this internal radius, okay, 4 of them. Okay, now I'm gonna, okay, features, revolved boss base. All right, so it already selected the line for us, the center line that we created at the beginning. I don't want merge result, I want a separate bodies. Okay, 360 degrees, direction from the, okay, blind. Okay. All right, so I got 14 separate bodies. Okay. I'm gonna save the drawing, okay? Now I'm going to go to direct editing, move copy bodies. I'm gonna window select top left, okay? Copy one. I'm gonna go from top left. I'm gonna avoid the other parts, okay? Just the drawer box components. I don't want the face, drawer front. I want the knob, okay? Okay, right there. Okay, so all that highlighted in bluish green or greenish blue, okay? All right. 6 more bodies, all right? Copy. And the Y direction going up, 7.875, 7 and 7/8 of an inch. Okay. Okay, I should have 20 bodies. Okay, 14 plus 6. Okay, so all there's left to do now, as far as drawing, is to add the holes for the draw poles or the knobs. Okay, so I'm going to go to trimetric view, select on the front face of the drawer front. Okay, sketch. I'm going to select circle in the center of that. Okay, one circle, and then again, likewise, another one there. Select both of them, make equal relation. Okay, smart dimension, 0.220. Okay. Now I'm going to extrude cut that. Okay, it's going the right direction. I just don't want it to go that far, so I'm just going to go to select surface. Okay, and I'm going to select the back surface of this. Okay, of the front panel of the drawer box, the back surface. Okay, right here. This one or this one. Okay, inside to the right. Okay. Oops. Okay, sketch plane. Sorry. Direction 1. This is the one I want. Up to surface. That didn't look right. Okay, so up to surface, this one. Okay. That looks better. Sorry about that. Right plane. Okay, and then I want to go to display style, hidden lines visible, just to show you the cut. So it's from the drawer front. Okay. Through the drawer front and then through the front of the drawer box. Okay, 2 material thickness, 3/4 of an inch and a 1/2 inch. Okay, so now we have our hole to put our screw from the back, okay, into the knob or drawer pole. Okay, so I'm going to turn on shaded with edges. I'm going to turn on the 2 panels that we turned off previously. The back, Boss Extrude 4 on. Okay, and Fillet 2. Okay, so now we're going to apply some appearance material. So I'm going to turn off the cabinet panels first. I'm going to choose this, hold control, fillet 1, fillet 2, the first 6 panels. Okay, cut 2, extrude 1, cut 2, extrude 2. I'm going to right click it, hide it, so it can work on these ones. Okay, I'm also going to go to turn off Boss Extrude 9, the bottom panel of the bottom drawer, and body copy 1, 2 right here. Okay, right click, hide. Okay, so now I'm going to the right side view. I'm going to window select the drawer box. Okay, appearance, organic, wood, the general wood folder. This is maple. Double click on maple. Okay. Then I'm going to also, at this view, I'm going to do the 2 knobs. And this is steel, so I'm going to close organic, metal. Okay, metal general folder. Polished steel. Double click that. All right. So I'm going to back to the trimetric view. I'm going to turn on Boss Extrude 9. Click it, hold Control, body move copy 1, 2. I'm going to show it. Oh, okay. Show it. All right. Then I'm not going to apply, I'm just going to apply color to this. Okay. Just to differentiate. That is the apply edit appearance. Okay. It's selected as a body right here. Okay. And I'm just going to go brown. Okay. Simply okay. Now I'm going to turn on the cabinet panels. So I'm going to go select that, hold shift, select that, then hold control, select that and that. Okay, I'm going to right click, show, and it's highlighted in blue. Okay, it's selected. Appearance, again, I don't want metal, I want organic and wood, and this is birch. Double click on birch. Okay, so close that folder. I'm just gonna hide the right panel. Okay, hide the back panel, I guess. Okay, so we're looking at it from the top view, the front view, the right side view. Okay, I'm gonna hide this one to show. Okay, and the back view. Okay, and the trimetric view. Then I'm going to go and turn back on those 3 panels. Hold Control, select the first one, Boss Extrude 4, Control, Fillet 2, and Body Copy Move 1, 1. And right click, hide, show. Okay. Real View Graphics turned on. Okay. Okay, there we have it. We've designed a cabinet with drawer boxes, fronts, knobs. Okay, I hope you like it. If so, please give me a like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for watching.